From the Flock of Birds production studio, it's time for the Mountaineer Ramble with your hosts, John Covey Cole, Michael Covey, and Jack Kincaid. Now, let's join the guys and talk Mountaineer football.
Playoff implications. Oklahoma ranked number 9. West Virginia hungry for a breakout win, ranked at number 14. So 2 dropped for the Sooners. And Austin Seibert, who handles the punting and the place kicking, boots it away. It's a short punt. Bouncing around down there. Now it's muffed, a scrum. A mistake as the Mountaineers tried to field the ball, and Oklahoma's got it. It's Pirine in direct snap formation. He's got it. Big fella barreling downhill. Cannot be stopped. Touchdown, Oklahoma, as they cash in the muff punt and draw first blood. Backfield from Mayfield. And the Mountaineers bring some pressure. Gets it out quickly. Complete. Look out. Westbrook can fly. Escapes. D.D. Westbrook does not lose foot races. Touchdown, Oklahoma. 75 yards.
The college rank.
They'll both be there pretty soon, those running backs.
They will.
In the pistol formation, Pirine behind Mayfield. He's got it again, and Pirine banging into the end zone, standing up, and Oklahoma builds the lead to 5 touchdowns.
Second quarter, you want to fight for 60 minutes.
This is becoming a real common occurrence around here, ain't it? It ain't? All right.
What's going on, Ramble fans? You know what time it is. Crackback Jack's disappointment of the week. Going no-show Jones twice in the same season against teams from the same state, no less. Cue the band, John. They showed up.
He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door, and soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today.
There you have it, Ramble fans. Unfortunately, Mountaineers did not show up Saturday.
We did. We all did.
We was there
Yeah.
for a while, just like a lot of people. Right out of the gate, Oklahoma gets the ball. They got them a first down there and had to punt the ball. All right, guys, we're in good shape here. We're getting the ball.
Good defensive stop. Really, really good series for the defense there. They did give up 1 first down and then shut them down, which... wow.
And then the rest was history, pretty much.
Well, can we talk about
Had no
that
idea that
for
was
a
the
minute?
last time we'd see them all game.
What are we going to talk about?
Can we talk about how intense that place was right before kickoff?
Oh, it was
I've never
jacked up.
seen it like that. It was crazy.
I think it was back old Miami trash can whiskey
craziness,
bottle days.
They, for those of you that aren't aware and living in a cave, Oklahoma's players come out to the middle of the field, bouncing up and down on our logo like they were Billy Badass. Well, then here comes the Mountaineers.
Yeah.
And that kind of set the mold for the game right there, in my opinion. They got into our heads like they wanted to do, and
Was in there all night.
they was there all night. But anyway, back to how the game started. Like Jack said, defense did phenomenal that first series there. They forced a punt, which was muffed by Gary Jennings. He thought one of his buddies there thought it hit him, so he was trying to save the ball and get it back. It didn't hit him, but it was snowing pretty hard at that point. So he thought he was going to save the day. Anyway, he muffed the punt. Oklahoma gets it back, scores a lot.
A whole bunches.
I mean, a lot, but you know, what what can you say about them? They're okay. They're decent.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to get to. We'll get there.
Okay, they're okay.
They are okay. I see what you did there.
They're a notch better than Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I mean, they're, it's legit. They're not.
Mountaineers finally start moving the ball there in the second quarter. Get down to the 5-yard line, and Justin Crawford fumbles the ball.
Yeah.
It's happened a couple times, and I think the players around the country are starting to take notice that he does not tuck that ball well when he's running. Phenomenal runner, rushed for over, 333 yards, 31 yards?
I don't know. You know how I feel about turnovers. I'm not really going to get hot at Justin about that. I mean, he basically had a career night, and he was the only guy playing.
He had a phenomenal night, but that being said, Jack, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I am going to harp on turnovers. Let me tell you why.
I mean,
tell you why, Jack?
There's enough.
4 turnovers, which led to 28 points. How much did we lose by?
I get
28 points.
That'll do you in every time.
Later on, I think it was either late second quarter, early third quarter, Skylar Howard, Tyler Orlowski have a little miscommunication there or something.
I'm just
fumbled the ball in the 5 again.
I'm just waiting for the point where Tyler turns around and strangles Skylar. I mean, I don't
If
want
he don't,
bad things to
somebody
happen
will.
to you, son, but sometimes you got to get the point.
Well,
you know?
something I'd like to talk about, all you Mountaineer fans. Second drive, Mountaineers had the ball. You guys started booing the team. Skylar was overthrowing somebody, wasn't running the ball well, whatever. How disrespectful can you get? I mean, I want my team to win just like everybody else, but to sit out there and boo your team off the field pretty much.
Well, it supersedes my point about booing Oklahoma when they come on. I don't care if they deserve to get booed. That's not a West Virginia trait.
Right.
Anybody has anything different to say, I'm an easy guy to find. But I'm getting tired of that.
Yeah,
And
too,
it
man.
makes us look bad.
It does.
I mean, it's beneath us as a state, as a people, and that's the thinner flush up and down. Whatever we got going on, you can always be proud of something that's going on with WVU.
Oh yeah, totally, always.
When you act like that, you bring us all down. And
Well, I was embarrassed about Saturday's game, but it wasn't necessarily because of the Mountaineers' gameplay. It was a combination of things. The gameplay was not there. We was on national TV, and we plumb went out there and embarrassed ourselves. They fought hard and tried to get back in. Like you said, Crawford had a phenomenal game. I think it was the third. He's the third highest rusher in WVU history in a game now.
331 yards on 24 carries.
That's phenomenal.
His career high, yeah, he did have the one fumble, and that is true. But gained recognition this week, National Running Back of the Week. Add that on. Prior to that, a Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week earlier in the season, and Big 12 Newcomer of the Week earlier in the season.
So even though we lost, our boy Crawford get all kind of awards. He might even get him a free taco out of that one.
Yeah, another thing you can add on
Discount,
to
maybe.
that, forced 11 missed tackles.
That's nice.
Right? 11 missed tackles, picked up 204 yards after first contact. So we got a run back there, folks.
Well, I mean, this is what we see, but you got these idiots on ESPN. I haven't listened to them this week yet. But I can imagine them chiming in, well, the Big 12 ain't got no defense. See, they ain't got no defense. Get off of it.
Yeah.
Boy played a great game.
He played a great game. He is what we would call here at the show a greedy back.
Oh!
And I like greedy backs.
Yes.
Speaking of backs, Russell Shell obviously wasn't ready to go. First offensive play, Kennedy McCoy goes down, which was sad to see. But Crawford stepped up and did work.
Carried us. 2 fumbles inside the 5 on consecutive drives, no less.
That hurts. That hurts.
Every time that'll do you in.
That, like we said there at the start of the show, once that first fumble happened with the muff punt, that was the dagger right there. I mean, we come back a little bit there in the fourth quarter and tried to make it a ball game, but at that point it was too far gone. Skylar Howard went 12 for 27, 191 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a fumble. Where You could put that on him, or you could put that on Orlowski. You could put it on Skylowski. I don't know.
Put it on me. I don't care.
Put it on, baby girl. Put it on me.
I thought we
you know,
weren't doing that this week.
Oh.
Just don't give up that 80-yard pick six beginning of the third. Maybe we get cooked.
Can I tell you a funny one on that one? You guys know I was down on the field for this one. They did that. I was tore up, obviously. I'm sitting there at the goal post. Dude runs, he scores his touchdown, gives the ball to the ref. Walks over to me and about 4 other people. Grabs his man area and shook it at me.
Was Johnson?
His Johnson.
And just proceeded to shake it towards you.
Towards me.
What'd you do?
What I wanted to do and what I could do was two totally different things.
You wanted to grab a hold of it, but you grabbed a hold of it.
Tell me you made comment on that rip-off South Carolina kid he was wearing, right? I mean, you took him to task on that, like top to bottom. Like honestly, I hope they're paying Steve Spurrier some royalties for that crap. I mean, God knows, I make fun of you enough for wearing pink. But, I mean, yeah.
But anyway,
Shaking manhood. You dressed like that and went to the game, son. Get out of here. Get out of here. We were that bad in the first. Now I feel good. We were that bad in the first half.
Yeah.
And you know what? There was a point there. I think it was early third. We're back to 28-41. You give us back the 2 foot shootings inside the 5-yard line. I mean, we're really talking a game there.
Oh, yeah,
we're talking a lead.
Yeah.
We're talking a lead, baby.
yeah.
Look, good on Oklahoma. They did what they needed to do. They came out in adverse stadium, adverse weather, got the win. Not that good.
No.
That's not sour grapes. You're not that good.
Exactly. I was telling Mikey there before the show started. I was doing a little digging earlier today. We are the only team in the nation that only has 2 losses, that both losses are against top 10 teams. So, choke on that, Slap. And you can say what you want. Like Jack said, it's not sour grapes. Oklahoma didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. Yeah. Oklahoma State didn't beat us. We beat ourselves.
You
got to play consistent, boys. We've been talking about that all season. Dana's been talking about
Hold
it.
on the daggum ball.
Well, you don't show up. You don't show up in the first half. Don't consider yourself to get back in a game against an opponent like that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not bagging on them. That's a good team. They weren't that good of a team.
Yeah,
that's no way.
This score does not dictate. You know what I mean?
That's why they put that last score on at the end. I mean, they needed to legitimize that. But we've got on the positive. You got Durant, Gibson, White, all really long catches or really long catches for touchdown. I mean, you've got a lot going on there. But Coach said
it's a football team. It is a football team. No matter how good you're doing your job, the whole team has to be doing their job, or this kind of crap's going to happen.
And Coach said it himself about the offense. As bad as we were, it's the only time he knows in his career that you can average over 9 yards of play and you're still going to lose.
Right.
So, some other positives, going down special teams, I mean, obviously, you muff that punt to start the game, it's a big mental letdown.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Kenny did work for us.
Billy Kenny is one of the most consistent pieces of that team.
Totally.
So big props to Bill, man. Doing.
Tell you what I
work.
really didn't like was the stupid personal foul penalties. One that really comes to mind is Christian Brown after Nwachukwu's ripping old dude's head off, which, mind you, they were picking at him first, but he's the one that got called. But
much like what Coach said, you're not gonna not stand up for yourself in that situation.
Okay.
You got to pick your spots.
This is exactly. You got to pick your spots. And no one to watch I'm not harping on you, whatever. That was your situation. But whenever Christian Brown is there with the ref and he pokes the ref in the chest, don't do that.
Yeah, don't put
get out of there.
Don't do
get
that.
out of there.
You're lucky you didn't get your ass throughout the game.
Yeah, everybody at one time or another wants to take an official to task. That's not what
Oh,
we're
yeah,
there for.
yeah, exactly.
Sure. I mean, we have to watch it third party out there. You don't think we don't want to go after the officials?
I mean, look at last week. Dana Holgerson was ready to drop kick a ref.
Pitchforks and torches out there. Yeah, going Holgerson on a ref. Yeah, that's a thing now. I mean, come on.
But you can't be doing that, guys. I hate to always bring it back to the Bill Stewart Leave No Doubt speech, but I'll watch it again today. One of the key things he said there that really stood out to me was play hard, play clean, nothing dirty.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to lose, lose. If you're going to win, win. But don't go out there and play dirty. Don't go out there and be the Josh Bouchers of the world from LSU. Go out there and play clean football.
Be the Bobby Bouchers of the world out there.
By the way,
Mama said.
By the way, how many views we got on that video now?
We got over 1 million views on the Leave No Doubt speech we posted earlier in the season, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, please do. You can find us there, Mountaineer Ramble.
We don't ask much, folks, and
We
we
don't.
give. We give a lot.
Tickets, we give koozies, we give hugs.
We're not quite Lex and Terry level, but we're givers. We're givers.
Better to give than receive, my brother.
I mean, look at some of the numbers. You can post up on the defense. Nixon's got 147 yards. Perrin, 160. Not bad. I mean, pretty good day for them. 55 rushes apiece. 55 combined. 3 touchdowns. I mean, honestly, from everything we hear about how great these guys are, they should have been, they should have cut out at halftime and run a track meet or something, And then
we had them by over 100, almost 100 yards, total yards.
I mean, look at Mayfield. Mayfield's going to get himself for being consistent. And this is props to the kid. Mayfield's going to get himself an invite to Heisman this year. He's not going to win, but he's going to be there. That's more than any of us have ever gotten.
Is Jack talking about Heisman right now?
He is.
I am.
Wow.
Well, it's we're 10, 11,
We're there.
12. Yeah, we're there.
13.
We're there.
Week
Yeah.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, 9 out of 15 passes, 169 yards. I mean, kind of a scratch and yawn kind of day, but whatever. Plus on our defense, Rizul picks up number 7.
That was a nice snag.
It really was.
very
It
nice.
really was. It was a shot in the arm. I really
today.
wish we could have done more.
Need more of those, yeah. I looked at today. He's tied, or he's not tied for second in the nation anymore. He's
Number
second
2.
in the nation.
He's number 2, right?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
they got that guy from Florida State ahead of him.
Yeah.
Which there's talk on the town that we may be going to play Florida State at the Russell Athletic Bowl for the bowl game. So we'll see where that goes.
I've said that a couple times. You know what my update is for this week?
What's that?
Who cares? If you care about bowls right now, you're thinking way past Iowa State. Did you see that bloodletting they let on Texas
That's
Tech?
a trap game, buddy.
Exactly.
That's a trap game. Watch him.
Well put, sir. He's not the best third color man in the business for nothing.
That's old Bob Euchre's boy. Baylor loses again. Speaking of Baylor, guys, I don't know if you guys out there in Ramble Land are aware, but Baylor's in trouble again. Their assistant athletic director, what is his name? Hang on here. His Heath Nelson got in trouble for assaulting a reporter. So I don't know where that's going to go. Them
I'll
guys
be
just can't
taking
get no
pictures
luck.
of my players in there.
I mean, if you can poke a referee in the chest, I think you can assault a reporter.
Oh, yeah. They got no rights.
I mean,
They gonna have penalty boxes for these football players. For you know what?
ooh, I like that.
If you go in there, if you
5
want
minutes.
10 minutes if you get real crazy and
Yeah.
start hitting on a ref.
Coach.
Some other things going on around the Big 12. Oklahoma State beat the brakes off TCU at TCU 31-6.
Yeah.
Like you said, Iowa State 66, Texas Tech 10.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like who's seen that coming?
Nobody. Well, Iowa State's been playing good ball all
Yeah,
season.
and Tech really hasn't. But
Texas loses again, and that pretty much leads. Everybody and their brother is saying it, except for the University of Texas to Charlie Strong, but they're saying he's out. I mean, at the end of the season, he's gone.
I think after
Which is
TCU game,
stupid.
he's done.
Which is stupid in my opinion, but that's what they're saying.
That's Texas's hubris. I mean,
I don't know what that word means, Jack, but I'll agree with you, buddy.
well,
Before themselves.
look, you've got great talent in the state of Texas. You've got more money than whatever, pick your deity this week, people. That doesn't mean that you automatically can dominate the football world. It doesn't matter, past championships. Talk to Mac Brown a little bit about that. I mean, talk about years that they were so close and it didn't come up for them. You got to build things.
Right.
Look
Look what Nick Saban's done in Alabama.
Sure.
Holgerson, for instance.
Wasn't over me.
Even though I'm not a big fan of him, look what Urban Meyer's done at Ohio State, getting them back on the map since he's been there.
I think that's more of a Baylor story, but okay. Okay. But here's the thing about Baylor. All jokes aside, reporter gets choked. Okay, whatever. I'm not advocating for people to get choked. Sometimes it happens. But look at Baylor. You can your coach and you go through all this
hoopla,
right?
Right.
You don't build programs overnight, and if a program jumps up and gets that good that quick from the absolute cellar, something's probably afoot. Yeah. So
that's like it come out today. We're shooting on Tuesday, guys, the 22nd of November.
Quit telling trade secrets, Mike.
Oh, my God.
Sorry. But anyway, I seen today that Notre Dame is getting some wins ripped from them from the 2012-13 season because one of their assistants was illegally recruiting or some crap. I didn't get the whole story, but they're in trouble too.
Brings us up to the recruiting update.
Well,
you want to hear it?
Sure.
Who cares?
Who cares?
You want to play tough ball games? Come to WVU.
Let us know sometimes.
Nobody out there outside of the program likes us. Every now and again, people inside of the program don't like us. If you're a real tough guy, it's a video poke to the chest for some of you.
Not the ref.
Not the ref. No, to some of you players, you're a real tough guy. Come to WVU. There you go. There's your recruiting pitch.
There it is.
That's better than anything else.
Yeah.
You a tough guy? Come on.
Big tough guy.
Tough guy. There's a little bit going on in the Big 12 this week, guys. Nothing really to write home about. We're playing Iowa State, which is obviously important. TCU's going to Texas to play. Baylor is going to Texas Tech to play. Kansas is going to Kansas State to play. But essentially, the Big 12 championship game is being played December 3rd, Oklahoma State versus Oklahoma in Norman.
What happens if Kansas strings two together?
Nothing. Because they were both beat by, I guess it'd be a big thing for Kansas.
You say nothing. That would be like Christmas come early bowl win, put a steak in Snyder's.
I see what you're saying now that I thought about what you just said.
I mean,
that's a winning streak.
Yeah, right. That that's the biggest thing that's happened to their program in a while. Like, hey, I'm cheering for them.
I don't think they're going to get Ole Miss Snyder. I could be wrong. I didn't think they was going to get Texas last week.
Hey, nobody thought they were going to get Texas. Now. But look, if this happens, does that mean? I know there's probably a bushel of corn or something they wager on the game or whatever, in interstate rivalry, whatever that is. I don't really care. But at the end of the game, if they win, do they get to hem up old man Snyder and pull the mask off and see who's actually behind all this?
It's Les Miles is what it is.
I would have got away with it too.
And I would have won a championship if it wasn't.
I would have won a championship if it wasn't for you pesky Jayhawks.
But that's a look at the Big 12 this week, guys. We're out of the Big 12 title race, but still we can go 10-2.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Bigger than what we picked, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We all picked. What was it
9-3?
9-3 is what
all
all
three of
picked.
us 9-3. So finish better than that. You ain't knock on them too bad.
No.
Who wants to go to the Who Cares Championship anyway? I kind of did. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it'd be nice.
Where do they play?
They're playing in Norman this year. Next year, we're going to be playing at
all the way
Arlington.
2 trips.
It's going to be an actual. I hate the way that's
2 trips to Norman, huh?
I hate that. I hate that so bad. They got to split the schedule up a little bit because the way that's going to work, you're going to be playing a team that you've already played that season in the Big 12 championship if you get there. That's stupid. That's my opinion.
Why is it stupid?
Well, say you get to where you one up Oklahoma. I know they're not that great, but Oklahoma is known to have a good football team.
They're good. Yeah,
so we beat them by 3. All right, awesome, great, wonderful. Oh crap! Now we got to play them again. You remember what happened when LSU won up to Alabama? Probably 4 years ago, 2012 maybe. It was 6-9. LSU won during the regular season. Well, we get to the national championship, and it's LSU versus Alabama. Alabama beats them by like 20 points.
Well, one, football games shouldn't end in this century anymore 6-9. That shouldn't happen. 1. 2, it's SEC on SEC violence, so can they not just both lose?
Yeah.
But you're missing my point, Jack.
I probably am. I'm blinded.
I did.
by.
Did you get my point or did you
I
miss it
did not.
too?
I did not.
You missed it?
It was a back carry.
Guys.
We walked right past.
All right. You guys are probably with them anyway.
You missed your point.
I got my point. I don't want to play a team twice in one season.
Oh, I thought your point was you had something against Bo Jackson. The guy can shoot his bow and arrow with his feet, man, for God's sakes. How are you not a fan of that?
Yeah.
He's not even in the Big 12, Jack. He was at Auburn.
Nah.
I mean, is this a shot at Nicky Joe Saban?
Guys, we'll be right back. Let's see what's going on with El Mariachi.
The Mountaineer Ramble, sponsored in part by El Mariachi, Mexican restaurant and cantina on Airport Road in Beaver. Open 7 days a week, offering a mouth-watering array of delicious Mexican cuisine. Stop by and see Jay and Jose, and you'll see for yourself why El Mariachi was voted the best Mexican restaurant in southern West Virginia. El Mariachi will spice up your day.
Well, the college football playoff rankings just come out a little while ago. WVU sitting at 18, which...
Split the difference there, didn't it? Came out one 17th, one 19th, and then
18.
Then now ESPN proclaims us 19th. Good for
18th.
them. 18th, yeah, sorry. That would be the split.
Yeah.
Average
Tennessee's
is
ahead of us. Nebraska's ahead of us. Florida, Florida State, Auburn, USC with 3 losses, mind you. Louisville.
But they play out in that damaging...
Louisville just lost again. They're still ranked number 11.
They play out in that damaging pack
Talking about the USC?
whack schedule
The
out
USC?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about that.
Nothing. But Louisville's sitting at 11. You got Oklahoma State at number 10, Colorado at 9, Oklahoma at 8, Penn State at 7, Wisconsin at 6, Washington 5, Clemson 4, Michigan 3, Ohio State 2, Alabama 1. But that's there's that for you.
Yeah, you look at us. We've won 13 out of the last 16 games, sitting at top 20. With some people, that would be all right. I just, it's incredible to think what this team would be if they just showed up and played and contended in every game. Now, that being said, I don't want to look back anymore. We've spent enough time on that. Iowa State is a spoiler of a season. I'm not going to get into whether they're a good team or not. I don't really care. It's a lockdown. Put it in the sights, lay it down. Shoot it through the lungs, back of the shoulder, all that business, and drop it.
But to have a 3-loss USC sitting up there, Auburn, Florida State, like I said, Louisville just lost again last week to an unranked Houston at the time.
Yeah, but, I mean, you got to think about it like this. We go in and do what I'm telling them, beat the brakes off of both of these teams. So go in, we're sitting at 10-2. This is a whole different fishbowl then, right?
Yeah.
Because they got to go through, we're actually through the teeth of the meat.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Definitely.
We're in the trap, as Mikey said.
Yeah.
I think that's apt. We're in the trap right now.
Caught in a trap. I can't walk out. Sorry.
I don't think Dwight Yoakam's going to approve of that, Mike.
You mean Elvis Presley, Jack?
Yeah. Dwight Live changed my life, Chief.
You see Dwight Live?
No, the album.
Oh, I was going to say that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's great.
No, we've got friends that did, and they said it's all that.
Oh, I
and then
guarantee you.
some.
That little leg of twitching.
Yeah,
the other day.
just back and forth, going hard.
Did you go practice, Randy?
In certain circles, a work of art.
What do you think about us sitting at 18, Mikey?
He's hurting, Linda.
Can't be mad about it. I ain't happy about it.
She say he's hurting, man.
Only us good fans know that one.
We need to get with Carl soon. Try to get him on the show before the season's up here. See if he wants to talk a little football with us.
Go on and get baptized.
What you doing with that hammer? I kind of woke up by holding it. He said, I want to get baptized. I don't give it. Anyway.
Yeah, there was some means of a sports show here at one point.
Yeah, sorry. Where are we? What are we doing?
Confound you, Billy Bob Thornton, and your dastardly ways.
I'm excited about Bad Santa too. Just saying.
I kind of want to break out Dwight Live and listen to it on the way home.
What's your favorite Dwight song?
Oh God, you would ask that. On the live CD, it's either Two Doors Down or Miner's Prayer. And I know Miner's Prayer isn't like his, and I'm 2 generations separated from the mines, but thinking about that every day. I don't care what you do in life. Dangerous job's a dangerous job, and you put little tricks in your head to get past things that normally, if you think too long about it, bother you. But Miner's Prayer is like that, like talking about mom crying about brother getting killed in the mine, and Two Doors Down. Well, that's about every couple of years for me anymore. Two Doors Down, so that's a good one. Wild Ride's good too.
Wasn't that a pop rock band? Two Doors Down.
Three Doors Down.
It was Trace.
3 Doors Down.
No. Trace Doors Down.
Guys, we're going to talk a little bit more about Dwight Yoakam, but while we do, we'll get you to go ahead and see what's going on with this fella over here. It's fun bits. You tried to get it earlier, Jack wouldn't let you there, would he?
Nah. I got it now, though. If he's over here, you going to keep him away from me again?
Yeah. We'll go over here. You go over and do that.
Okay. You playing like boxing one defense?
Yes.
Anyway, guys, here's Mikey's fun bits.
Hey guys, got a nice fun bit for you this week. Joe Thomas Sr., 55 years old, played in his first college football game. Been on the practice squad 4 years, finally got on the field in a game. Bye-bye now.
I've been waiting on this dream for 36 years or better. Thank God it happened today. That's why I seen the guy coming from the left. That's what made me stop, trying to make him miss me. He's telling me, get up, Pop. Never give up on your dream. Just drive forward, don't listen to other people. Just follow your dream. Do what you need to do. It's all about you when you're trying to do what you need to do. A lot of people listen to other people and then don't follow up on it. I didn't pay that any attention. I couldn't explain it, to be honest with you. It was a happy day of my life today. Something I always wanted to do is play college football. Well, at least I got to play today. Thanks South Carolina State, Buddy Pugh, and the whole coaching staff.
It goes to show you right there, boys, you're never too old to do anything that you want to do.
This reminds me of that kicker that got busted early in the season.
Oh, Julius?
Yeah, I mean, you're like, I'm the oldest dude out here. I'm pretty sure some young kid's going to try to break your hip.
I seen one play. Is that all he did? It was one play?
As far as I know, you did one run for 3 yards.
Just to put it in the books, maybe?
I guess just to say, hey, I was 55 and I ran the ball in this game.
Good
Hey,
one.
guys.
I don't know if you guys know it or not, but his boy was actually a football player there before he was joined the practice squad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I can appreciate it. You know, you figured out an angle and you went for it, and you didn't.
Can you
end
imagine
up
that
with a broken hip.
Can you imagine that conversation he's had with the coach? Yeah, I'm good. I love football. I can play for you, coach.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he says to coach, "Listen, coach, you don't talk to your elders that way." Like,
Or
You
get
put
this
me in
one.
the game.
Or get this one. They win the game, right? They go out celebrating. Half the team can't drink. They got to buy some bottle in the liquor store. Everybody's happy.
for smokes.
We talked a little bit earlier about the bowl havens. Like Jack says, really don't matter at this point.
Yeah.
Win your ball games, boys. We did not have anybody send in a trivia answer. Y'all got lazy on us again. But we're going to keep trying. So if Jack's going to throw you one out here, and if you want to win one of those koozies right there, we're going to have Ramble apparel soon. So keep an eye out for that. But anyway, Jack, what you got for us this week, brother?
All right, for this week, Ramble fans, tell me, what is Iowa State's mascot? Also, tell me when and where it was introduced.
Wow.
That's a question.
Do they have a mascot?
I thought it was just a guy spinning in circles, but apparently that ain't right.
Iowa State. What are they? Iowa State what? Cyclones.
Yes.
Makes
Makes
sense
sense to me.
Does Mikey get a koozie? Is that right?
Y'all gonna keep ruining the bid, ain't you? I mean, you committed to that, right? You just.
He asked me, and I
Yeah.
went with it.
Why don't you give him a clue? Huh? My clue of the week.
It's my
Huh?
favorite board game.
Just your clue.
Here's a clue. Don't listen to this guy over here. Here's your clue for the week.
Man. Is it time for outro yet?
No, we ain't outro yet. We're gonna talk a little bit about Iowa State and what we need to
These
do
trappers.
down there. No, it's a trap. Can't walk out.
It's a trap. Tough team.
Can't walk out.
Cause I love you too.
Yeah, cool.
Tough team. We're tougher.
They have a dual quarterback system, which is something we haven't really looked at this year. They got Jacob Park.
Well, we got 3 running backs.
We do when they're healthy.
Yeah.
Did Dana say what McCoy's status was with his shoulder today? I didn't think so.
No, he knows how to coach football.
Yeah.
Who's McCoy?
Yeah, who's McCoy?
Yeah.
Boy,
I
how's
don't
that? He played here for
Did he play football?
That's like last week. I don't know if you fans out there remember or not, but there was an article that come out that said Dana says all 3 backs are ready to go.
Yep.
Well,
And then come game time.
where's Shell?
Yeah. Like Jack said, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, they got a dual quarterback system. They got a fella named Jacob Park and a fella named Joe Lanning. Jacob Park seems to be more of the passer, which Joe Lanning passes the ball as well. But Joe Lanning's more of the rusher. So keep an eye out for that when they're on the field. I'm sure the boys in blue will.
I mean, it gives you a different look. It gives
Yeah.
you something you can't set on. Guess what tops that is just mind-numbing penetration on defense and turning the ball over, aggressive play, testing their arms, and literally going out there and beating them up. Kind of part and parcel into the beating they gave Texas Tech. So
Yeah.
you turn that on, it doesn't matter if they run 4 quarterbacks at you.
Right.
I mean, you got to go to Baylor for that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
But, you know.
The way I look at it, they're going to have 1 quarterback in the game at a time.
Not necessarily.
Well, you only have 1
I don't know
quarterback
what kind of
at
system
a
they
time.
run.
No, I mean,
I'm
I'm sure they can wildcat, pass lateral, pass down the field, pass back
Let
to each
him
other.
try it. Let him try it.
I mean,
Let him.
I mean,
whoa,
your,
calm
your,
down.
your prize Seahawks pulled some nonsense like that the other day in the NFL. Scandalous.
I'm not much of a Seahawks.
They're not my Seahawks.
Not my Seahawks either.
You can have them. That bandwagon's filling up again. You can jump
Yeah,
on them.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Our Ravens almost had the Cowboys.
That's
Yeah.
that's a darn good football.
We're talking college football.
Hey, they look good for a
Jack,
minute.
quit talking smack about my Ravens. We're going to talk about
Oh, I was
college
just,
football.
I was just getting to the point where I was going to talk, pure love for my Redskins.
Oh,
Pure
okay.
love.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Josh Norman with the punch in the gut. Woo!
That guy's entertaining to watch.
Yes, sir, he
He's
is.
the kind of person going to be poking people in the chest, referees and such.
You know what I like about it, though, is $75 million? Yeah, I'm worth it.
I'm totally worth it.
Mike Warren for Iowa State, not Washington, not Baltimore, not Seattle. Iowa State, which is who we're playing this weekend. Mike Warren.
Barnstormers, right?
Iowa State.
Stormbormer.
Start Burmers.
Oh, that's the
Burners?
That's the XFL team.
Tar burners, yes. It's no good in here.
That's
I thought something was
XFL,
up.
right?
I don't know.
No,
You gotta ask
arena.
Vince about
Arena.
that. Hey, Goldberg's back.
Wow.
Yeah. Mike Warren is their leading rusher, 132 carries, 562 yards on the season.
Shut them down.
Right behind him, though, is that quarterback I was talking about, that Joe Lanning.
He got legs,
121
don't he?
carries,
Shut him down.
518 yards, and 11 touchdowns.
Look at that. They got a Lazard at wide receiver.
They do.
The daggum Lazard.
I wonder if he's one of them chameleon Lazarus. Did you guys see a couple weeks ago when Kansas
The guy laid down in the end zone.
was fielding the kick return on this side of the
One of
field?
the returners.
The other returner laid down in the blue end zone over here.
It worked. He got about 30 yards.
And this guy caught the ball, and when he did, this dude stood up. Everybody's over here. He throws a lateral back to him, and he runs about 30 yards down the field. It was the goofiest thing I've ever seen.
You know what I like?
What's that?
Taking the touchback starting out on the 25 because I don't like gimmicks.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's Kansas, though.
Guess
They gotta
what you
what
do?
they
Or you
can.
could just muff it and
Guess-
beat
yeah.
the other team.
Guess what you do on that receiver?
What's up?
Shut him down.
Shut them down.
Shut them down. Smack them
We're
down.
so got this.
Yeah.
Speaking of receivers, you mentioned the Lazard there. Alan Lazard, he's their leading receiver with 65 receptions for 915 yards, 7 touchdowns. Behind him is a fella by the name of Deshaunte Jones, only 32 receptions, 453 yards. So there's a big gap there. So keep an eye out for the Lazard. But that's pretty much Iowa State's offense. They got a couple other guys, Dondre Dally, Trevor Ryan, a couple receivers. Noted, though, their kicker, Cole Netton, has only missed 1 field goal this season. So
This would be a good game for us to block.
All right, so we got to win by more than 3.
Yeah.
Good thing they're giving us 10 this week. So, don't hang around with them. Get out of the trap, boys. Get gone.
Don't get caught in that cyclone.
And get off the plane, lay the beat, and hit.
Yes.
Lay the beat and hit? Oh.
Play the hit and beat.
Hit.
did you guys hear Dana saying he's going to have Thanksgiving with his team?
Really?
Did you guys catch that?
I did not.
One of the reporters asked him about the kids going home and how they feel, and he's like, "Well, we have Thanksgiving as a family, football family. Their coaches' families. Everybody comes in, and we have our Thanksgiving as a family together."
So hold on.
That's a nice thought.
The players don't go home for Thanksgiving.
Good Lord, no.
They got to get back on a plane Friday evening.
Yeah. You got a point. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, think about it now. If you played in a conference that made sense, you could go home and have holidays with family.
Yeah, but no, you got to fly.
Now we got to fly out to Ames, Iowa, wherever that is.
I've been hearing that argument for a long time, Jack.
Planes don't even land out there, John.
I have to.
Ain't got no airport.
We're gonna land in Nevada. Drive over.
I have to respectably disagree. It's a lot faster to get in a plane and go to point B than it is to get on a bus and go to point B.
Well, it depends on how far the bus is going. Well, if we was on a bus to Iowa, of course.
If we was in the ACC, we'd get even less respect than we get now.
I don't think it's possible.
I don't think so.
Because every year we'd be 1-2. Guaranteed.
Yep.
And busting them in
Who
basketball.
else we got in the ACC? We got Clemson.
Apparently North Carolina's relevant now.
Yeah,
they
Florida
put them
State
on television. You got Syracuse, which, we built Syracuse's whole career.
We're talking basketball or football?
Either. Doesn't matter.
They play in the same building.
Doesn't
Both
matter.
teams.
They do not.
Carrier Dome. Look it up.
No.
You make me tired, John. You make me tired sometimes.
I was going to break down.
Defending
I was
the Big
going
12.
to. I was going to break down our win against Texas Tech and Iowa State's win against Texas Tech. But I don't feel like I need to.
Nah.
You guys?
Nah, it's
Like
in the
Jack
past.
likes to say, who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
What's that movie y'all like? He hits him in the
Sling
head.
Blade.
He hits him in the head, and he's like, who cares? It's in the past, right?
Lion King.
Sure.
Leave the past in the
What
past.
you said.
See, he's over here acting all hard, act like he don't know about no Lion King. He knows about no Lion
Maybe
King.
I saw the stage production.
Hakuna Matata.
I get around.
That's why I'm supposed to start singing the Beach Boys, right?
Yes.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start the process here because I'm a little full of it this week. And I could ramble on for a while, but we won't keep you guys any longer. I say the Mountaineers are going to win, and I say the Mountaineers are going to win big. I think it's going to be 45-17 WVU.
Okay. I got 43-14.
I'll go 52-13 since that fella hasn't missed a kick yet. 52-13.
They're going to get him a kick.
Good guys.
Oh.
There you have it, guys. There's a look at the preview against Iowa State. That pretty much sums it up. We got the Mountaineers winning. Hopefully you guys too. All you fans that like to come to Mile and Pushcar Stadium and boo the team, stay home next time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of you fair weather. Anyway, I'm John Covey Cole, Michael Covey, Jack Kincaid. Till next week, Ramble fans. Ramble on.
Come on.